Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast. Some of the stuff we didn't get to during the course of the show today. And today is actually a couple things that Gavin and I did not get to share during the regular show.
Oh, yeah.
If you have, listened to the regular podcast from the show, you would have heard a couple examples that Betty Rock gave because I went to her first. And then we had calls and we just didn't get to ours. So I want to talk about a couple things from the show. One of those being the anti-resolution, the thing you're not going to do. Betty Rock was not going to not watch TV still.
Yeah.
So she's staying committed to reading more, watching less TV.
I was going to say,
but
though, if you break that down, when you say I'm going to watch less TV, does that mean that you're putting a cap on your daily consumption? Or is it something where, like, in general, I'm just going to hope I don't watch more TV?
I don't think you should ask any leading questions.
Okay.
Let's just leave it as is.
I watch TV every day.
I do, too.
That's like our pattern. Like, I come home from work, I do my stuff. Like, if I eat lunch, I'll eat lunch while I'm working, and then I'll kind of watch TikToks as I do both. And then my wife and I, when I'm done working, and then, like, after dinner, we always sit down and watch TV. Like, we have our shows we go through, or we find new shows. Like, that's the thing every day. Somehow my wife found time to read 53 books this year, which is
shocking.
How?
Oh, you tell me.
I know. And one of those books was 600 pages, she told me.
I would say this. I read 41.
Did you really?
Last year.
And you have a full-time job.
Most of my books
baby
are between 8 and 1,200 pages, too.
Holy cow. You read pretty fast.
I do a lot of Audible, which, like that. Maybe that doesn't count per se.
No, I'll count that.
So Audible, Kindle, and physical books.
And
the Bible.
I think I know people like, well, you didn't read it, you listened to it. Well, some of us don't read
Some
good.
of us have some of us also have jobs and, like you said, a kid.
Yeah.
Like my time is in the car every day. I don't have other time.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting to see if I could do a book on Audible in the car.
Okay.
Because my longest drive is 20 minutes, basically.
That's
and so
40 minutes a day.
But in that time, though, like a lot of times when I'm coming to work, I have just complete silence. I'm thinking about work. I'm thinking about what we need to do and anything I need to add in. And then on the way home, a lot of times I will either have silence if it's been a crazy day, or sometimes I'll go back to my roots, like old school hair metal, just to feel different from what we've been playing here all day.
Just to feel something.
Sure. Yeah, just to feel alive.
I mean, that's why I listen to metal on the way home sometimes.
I love that, because you're a country guy, too.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. You've been saying you were country for...
No. I like country.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up on country or anything.
I mean, like, for a while, you've gone to country shows here. You're talking about how you love country concerts. Like, Betty, am I wrong?
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not wrong. He has said, I love country music.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, but so do I.
Yeah.
Well, that is you, though.
Yeah.
You are country.
You had a camo hat on today. No, I know you're not country, but you like country music.
I do. It's not my primary listen, though,
really?
For the most part. One thing I'll say is I don't listen to the radio too often outside of working here.
Right.
Because it's 8 hours a day.
Right.
Per se. I know, right? But I do occasionally put on the Big 98.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is
country.
Which is country.
I rest my stupid case.
So...
Bobby Bones.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Bobby Bones.
Every once in a while, if I'm in the mood for good radio, I listen to to Bobby Bones on the way
Well,
in.
just know that you're part of the bad radio then.
Oh, my
I love how everyone
goodness.
blames the radio on me.
His breaks are so long.
Oh, I know.
I get so... And maybe if I was a non-radio guy... I am done after 2 minutes.
Okay,
which
which
informs me a lot.
We're going to get really inside here on what radio is for just a hot second, because Bobby Bones came from pop radio. He went to country radio, and he tore it up in that format, and it's really interesting.
And he's the worst.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Or the best.
He's probably the nicest human being on the planet, but like I'm so jealous. But anyway, he was doing these really long breaks, okay? And you're like, okay, you could cut those down. You could cut them in half to 4 minutes and still be better. But then he got cut way down. Like, I think like a consultant got a hold of them, and they cut him down to like 3-minute breaks, 2-minute breaks, stuff like what we have to do.
If you're telling me this, though, like, go back to when it was long.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about here?
Oh, 7-minute breaks.
Good night.
Yeah. That's what I used to do in Atlanta.
I'm so gone.
Yeah. But see, that's why I think there's a happy medium, because what happens in radio is they go, people only have a short attention span, they're only listening, they don't want to hear long breaks. They don't want to hear long breaks that don't say anything, that don't have a point, that don't have a purpose, or that go on too long. So having a longer break, if it's good content, doesn't matter.
And he has, if I remember correctly, three
good co-hosts.
Three people on his show.
He has good co-hosts.
You're welcome. I don't know what you're looking for.
Same though.
Yeah, I do too.
There are a lot of shows though, even within Christian radio, that don't have that. I don't know, honor's not the right word, but just that privilege though, of being a multi-person show.
Oh no! This is a gift.
That's why this is special, and I'm grateful for it every day.
But we even have parameters that they want us to work within for content. My point being was finally. I know. Well, people keep interrupting me. He got pulled way down on breaks, and then I think they realized that's not why people came to him. They came to him for his life and his long form stuff. Not every jock can do that because not everyone's interesting, or they don't live an interesting life, or they're not good at it. But he can, and so he's doing longer breaks again. I've always contended, because we've had this push and pull for years. Our highest ratings back in the day was when I was doing 6-minute bits. You know, we had 25 shares.
6-minute bits?
Oh yeah, we had huge shares. Because people, that's why they came to it, for the personality and for the content and the things. And then we shrink it all the way down, and then it kind of sounds like what everyone else is doing. And I don't think that's the right way to do it. I think a hybrid of the two is the right way to do radio, where you don't have to be doing 8-minute breaks, because a lot of times you're just filling. Oh, yeah. But doing 4 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever, as long as it's entertaining and you know when to get out, there's nothing wrong with that. 1 minute breaks in morning show radio is just... Yeah.
When we do breaks that I'll look at our clock and see the 4 to 5 minute realm on certain things, tend to be those moments when I think we also peel back the most.
Sure.
And crack it open and share some of the biggest stuff too.
And that's what people connect with. You know, that's why this dumb podcast, the Aftercast, does so well. Think about this. If this was radio, we would have just had this whole conversation for 7.5 minutes.
Good point.
And it's just a conversation that flows. And that's what people used to go to radio for, was a lot of talk radio and things like that. But then the internet changed our attention spans, and it changed how we consume. But I think that there's still an element of, if you're saying something, going longer doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt you. It actually connects you deeper to people. So
if you said, so we do 5 breaks an hour. Again, one of those little, you don't listen to the normal show during the normal show. We do 5 breaks an hour, sometimes 6 if something is.
Yeah, rarely, but 5.
Very, very rarely. If you could choose between 5 2 to 3 minute breaks, which are generally actually more 1 to 3 minute breaks.
Right.
And switch that back to, let's say, 4 5-minute breaks, what would you rather do in terms of how you do radio and storytelling on the radio? And again, which we're all impacted by TikTok and what we're at now. What would you rather choose?
I like having the option to do what's necessary for the bit. Like when I worked at 99X, we did, I think, 2 breaks an hour or 3 breaks an hour.
Good.
They were 12-minute breaks. And then we had a stop set, and then we'd come back. So I think we did 3 8-minute breaks was where we ended up, because they had added another stop set. So we did long form talk
That's
breaks.
Like a small podcast.
It was, and I loved it because you got a chance to really go through stuff. You could have a full conversation. On the radio, let's say we wanted to talk about Minneapolis. You cannot talk about Minneapolis in a 1.5-minute break in a way that is going to matter, or someone's going to hear it wrong. They're not going to be able to digest what you said. They're going to take you out of context. But when you've had 15 minutes to talk all the way through it, and people are there because they want to be there, then you can have a bigger conversation. I like bigger conversations.
That, and when you have longer conversations, you as a human being have the ability to shift your perspective or change your opinion.
Yeah, if you're having a discussion.
If you're having a discussion.
Right.
In a 2-minute break, you kind of just have to lay
it's
out
one-sided.
Your opinion.
Right.
This is what it is.
Right.
Whereas a situation like what happened in Minneapolis, or yesterday when we did the Kirk Cameron thing.
Right.
It's everything is so, every opinion has the ability to shift. And I think that when you listen to radio, you do get inflamed by opinions that almost have to be one-sided.
Yeah.
Because of the constraint.
And then there's the danger of doing long breaks is because you forget how you got to where you're at.
Very true.
And that's where I'm at right now.
Exactly.
I would have to make notes because I'm like, wait, were we talking about the resolutions?
We were talking about that.
Okay, did we start with yours? And that's what we got here?
I haven't said mine whatsoever.
Okay, how did we get to here?
Did
I'm
you
starting
say
with
yours?
Betty? No, I didn't say mine.
No, we were talking about books.
Yeah. Oh, that's
And
what, from
somehow-
books we got to Minnesota, man. Like, how in the
All right.
world?
You want to hyper go on this?
What is yours?
My joke one on air was going to be, I'm not going to let Betty bully me anymore.
That's not a joke.
And that's
What are you going to do about it?
right. That's right.
I'd like to see you try, is what she's saying.
But then my real one was going to be, I'm not going to sit still anymore, which is a physical in shape metaphor.
Okay, good
per
for you.
se,
Good
but
for you.
also stuff that I really do love and care about doing, and not just saying like, oh, I have a full-time job and a kid, and a part-time job at my church. Like I can't do that.
Yeah.
So I think it's pushing past that ability to say like, oh, like when I'm done with my job / other job / kid stuff, I'm done doing anything.
Yeah.
Maybe there's still a little bit of gas in the tank for other things that I care about.
Yeah, I mean, and you've done it before too. Like you did the working out, and you did it.
No,
before.
I was just like, that's a good one.
Oh, thank you.
Now, Betty, you're
Who
gonna.
hurt you?
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, I wonder.
You, Betty, might take issue with mine, or maybe you won't. I'm not sure. But I think mine is really honest for me. Is I'm not going to only assume the worst, but I'll also give a positive alternative. It's because it's saying I'm still going to assume the worst, but in doing that, I will at least provide a positive alternative to something. For example, somebody cuts me off. Okay. Normally, my initial thing is you're a jerk. You only care about yourself, and you are trying to make me mad. So now, juxtaposed to that, I'll be like, you know what? You probably didn't see me. You got a lot of things that you're dealing with, and maybe you're wrestling with your marriage, and that's on your mind, and so you're dealing with that. And I'm going to give you the grace.
You did that yesterday, right? Or today?
I don't know.
With someone who's
Oh, it's someone who's
who's
tailgating me.
tailgating you.
Yeah, I did do that. But mine is saying not only going to assume the worst, because I know I can't change that. I would love to change that. I can't make that the default in my life. It's not going to ever happen. But if I realize that and I can provide another alternative to it, because that's always going to be my first reaction. And why is that, Betty Lou?
Because that's just the way God made you.
Atta girl, you get it now. Yeah, see? But, I mean, you have to agree that there is an element to we are wired certain ways. You have to agree with that.
Yes.
Yeah, like you're an introvert. That you're
However-
wired that way.
However,
Okay.
I think you can change your ways.
You can alter your behavior somewhat, but in your core, you're still the same person.
But do you think that being wired a certain way,
Mm-hmm.
quote unquote, is a God thing?
Yeah.
Or do you think it's a nature,
Nature, nurture.
a circumstance /
No.
environmental thing?
No, I think that
I'm quieter here because of the two louder opinions on the show.
right, that's behavior modification. But at your core, who you are, there are certain like things that you will always revert to as who God made you to be. Like that's why the Enneagram, we all talk about the Enneagram. The Enneagram is like getting down to the core of who you are and the choices you make based on what you are, and who you are. Now, can you alter your behavior? Yeah. I mean, there are people that can not cheat on their spouse for a little bit, and they've altered that behavior, but in their heart, they're cheating every day. There are people that cannot lie on their taxes for 1 year, but they just that's the sin in them. That is not. Now I know God didn't create us to sin, but we have that nature, and if we give into that nature all the time, it becomes kind of who we are. And look at people that are in their, whether it's an affliction, whether it's, I mean, you take somebody who, like, say, has a disability from birth or whatever. That's something that is innate to them. It wasn't caused by, it's not something they can change. It is just part of them. And so I
Are
think
you putting yourself on the same level as that person?
I have a disability. Yeah, I need a placard for my car. No, I'm just saying that I think that is, in essence, the same thing as how when things are wired. I hate to use the word correctly, but when things are wired a certain way, when you're knitted together, that it is just the way it is, and that's who you are.
Yeah.
It's just who we are.
Yeah. There's no changing it.
Did you ever get to y'all's?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
We're doing it right
What was
now.
the other thing that you were
How does it
like,
feel
we
to
didn't
listen,
get to?
by the way?
Oh, the other thing that we didn't get to was the last thing that we were doing on the show. Hang on a
Worst
second.
pain?
Yeah, worst pain.
Did we all? No, Betty.
No,
did.
Betty just went. Betty's been talking so much today.
You tell me to.
Thermos on the toe.
I go to you because I know you're going to say something profound and insightful
you.
and good. Yeah, I know. That's why. And I love your voice. And you're the only other woman voice on the show next to Gavin that, like, sorry.
All right,
And I'm the bully.
All right, Project Runway.
I'll take that all day
Hey, that's
long.
true.
I do love me some Project Runway. So
None of us are the pristine
manliest? No.
image of that.
What is your worst pain?
Car accident.
Oh, yeah.
What was that, 2 years ago?
Yeah, that was a bad one.
Now, it was interesting, though, because I think in the moment when we got hit, flipped on the side, the shock was, like, powerful.
Mhm.
And so I didn't really feel it too badly. When I got in the ambulance, that was a moment when they hooked me up to a bunch of things. And I was I'm hurting
Yeah.
right now.
The pictures of the car, I could see
That's tough.
how you would walk out of that and be like, yeah, that stung a bit. It's funny. I was watching that show, The Pit, with Noah Wily, and it's a doctor show. And there was a guy that was in like AFib, and they had to shock him, his heart back
That's
in.
you.
Yeah, I know, that was it, because he goes, is this gonna hurt? And they go, no, we're gonna put you under. So they gave him like propofol or whatever, and he was asleep like in 10 seconds, and pop, they hit him. And I'm like, oh, that's what Gavin did. And the guy wakes up, he's like, what happened? He's like, well, we had to shock your heart back into rhythm, and it's gonna be sore for a few days. I'm like, that was what Gavin went through.
Sore is a tough one. 'Cause
Did it really hurt?
I even compared it to the car accident. 'Cause
Yeah.
with the car accident, it was painful, but then we got in the car. My buddy and our pastor came up and picked us up, and then we drove back down. We didn't have our kid yet and all that, so my best friend here in town said, just stay at my house in case you need somebody to take you to a hospital later if something's going wrong.
Right.
And I'll tell you this, as a man who tends to get up to go to the bathroom frequently, I couldn't get there.
Oh, you're that sore?
I was walking over and like I had to go to my knees.
Really?
Just trying to walk
Oh my gosh.
from the bed to the bathroom.
Dang.
I had to go to my knees
That's crazy.
my body just could not get there. No lasting stuff for me.
Yeah.
But for a few days, I came in. That was on a Friday.
I think you took Monday, too.
I took Monday off. I came in on Tuesday,
Yeah.
and it was still like
Still sore.
moving was hard.
Yeah.
And that was one of those things where I've had the tailbone surgeries.
Mhm.
I've done all that.
Yeah.
This was one of those things where every movement had something going on.
I'll tell you this, the pictures helped. So seeing
When
the
I
picture of
asked
the
for a
car
day
flipped
off,
over when Gavin's
you were
like,
like, "This
I'm not going
guy."
to come in on Monday. And the picture was, I'm like, oh yeah, that's good. That's I get that. Like if you had a little rear end, yeah, like if you had been like just tapped in the bumper or something, I'd be like, come on, man. But yeah, you see the car on its side and just mangled. You're like,
Shout
yeah.
out to the Forerunner.
Yeah, take that one for sure. The last thing that we didn't get to happened off the air, actually. It was Gavin in rare form
What
today. Gavin felt the need to become my wife all of a sudden. So Betty was asking about a word. Is valiant a word? I'm like, yeah, valiant is a word.
Yes.
And I said, but also so is gallant. And so and she asked me the
great.
definition. I gave her the definition, and then Gavin pipes in with, I think it's gallant. I'm like, I said gallant. Like I added like a little bit of an
It's
I in there.
Gavin.
How do you
So
spell it?
sorry.
Caliente.
How do you spell it?
Gallant.
Okay, so there's no I in it.
There's
So
no
I had put an I in it. But like Gavin, and then Gavin goes, was that something I should have brought up? I'm like, no, absolutely not.
At least I was conscientious
Yeah.
enough just to ask that.
That's
though.
what my wife does to me.
After.
My wife like will pick apart something that
you're
is
right.
said that really has no bearing on it whatsoever. And I don't know if she does it just because she can't help herself, or because she wants to be smarter, or she cares about accuracy so much. I have never figured. I'm gonna have to ask her. Like, why do
What
you
would she-
do this?
I'll ask her what she would have done in that scenario.
Yeah, I probably would have corrected me. But I'm like, that served no purpose except to make you feel better about yourself and smarter.
You're 100% right. I despise the fact that I did that, and I apologize.
No, you don't have to apologize.
Okay,
you,
good.
you shouldn't.
That's
honestly.
just who you are. It's
I
just who you
enjoyed
are.
it.
No. This is the thing. Women, in general, I think, believe that if you're so like, you don't have to apologize. They're like, I know.
Yeah.
I will apologize.
No, again, you don't have to. It's who you are. You're filling in. It must be that chair. Because Zach used to be like, for the
sure.
record. Remember, for the
Gosh.
record?
I mean, all the time.
Like-
it was
could not
for the
imagine.
record.
Everything that we would say, and usually, I mean, let's be honest, Betty and I got a lot of stuff wrong. And so usually it would
Don't
be
put
like,
me in
you
there.
did, you
it
did.
was a lot of you.
It was a lot of
Because you
me.
were the one that was always opinionated.
Yeah, it was a lot of me,
That's
but he
funny.
would be like, for the record.
For
and
the
then,
record.
And then we knew, here comes the critique.
Ugh.
Oh,
That's bad.
I do miss that though. It was funny, like because from him, it was just he was such a humble guy, but not. Like
Yeah.
he had this.
He kept it inside. Like
Yeah.
if he knew it was wrong or
Yeah.
right, he didn't feel the need to have to
Right.
let everyone know about it like Wally does.
But he would be the first to tell you, because if you said, "Oh, you're humble," he'd be like, "No, I'm quietly arrogant."
Yeah.
Because he knows he's
Such a
the
good
smartest
pivot.
guy in
Such
the
a
room.
twist.
Usually,
I
you know,
don't think that, by the way.
Yeah,
Even if I look it up online, it's not like I knew the answer.
Yeah. Depends on the room. I tend to think that I am the smartest guy in the room in most rooms, from like a common sense standpoint. Never, if I'm in the room with a rocket scientist, no. But if I'm in just a normal room about life stuff, I'm like, yeah.
what about this room?
Oh, 100%. I think because I at least... It's not that I'm smarter than you guys, because we've taken an IQ test and Betty beat me, which shocked us all.
We should do that
Not
again.
that crazy to believe.
We were
It's a
all
little wild.
dumbfounded. But like, I think that I know a little about a lot. Like Gavin knows a lot about sports, and I know a little bit about a lot of different things, and I stay up on a lot of different things, and so I can have a conversation about most things, only having a very limited knowledge.
And he will speak
Yes.
with the most authority.
100%.
there.
That's what you do.
And then you're like, no, that's not how it is.
That's what makes me good at this job.
Right.
It makes me hard to deal with as a
Yes.
human, but it's what makes me good at this job.
Because we have to talk about a bunch of things
Yeah.
on this show. Like, there's no.
And you have to have an opinion.
Yeah. And it's hard because, yes, it's like we do talk about God. That's like our, as a Christian radio show,
Yeah.
radio station.
And I have a little bit of knowledge
You have
about a
a
lot of
little
that.
bit of knowledge.
Enough to be dangerous.
I've read some of the Bible.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I haven't read it all, but I know most of. I know the concepts. I've been around it since I was in Christian school my whole life. My wife didn't grow up in Christian school, and so I do take for granted how much I learned. I went to King's Academy in West Palm Beach, and I think today I take for granted how much I genuinely learned there. And when I was young, and how much I remember from a lot of that stuff in my Bible classes. And then I had the benefit of going to a couple really good churches with some really good pastors. And because I do that Monday school, I listen and I write notes through every sermon, and I write from the beginning to the end. And it makes me ingest what's being said. And so like I've had really good tutelage in that. And that's how it's said, Gavin. I see you Googling. No. I've had really good tutelage in that space. And so, yeah, I think that I can have conversations with most people about, stuff until you get into the dissecting the Greek and the Roman and what this word means. Like that was that whole premise of that Hell and Kirk Cameron thing we played the other day and was in the Aftercast or the podcast today. Like he knew the different 3 terms they use for hell in the Bible, and you're like, oh wow, okay, you win, sir.
And that's seminary.
Exactly.
For a lot of people, and that takes an insane amount of dedication.
Yeah, I couldn't go back to that.
Not quite doctor level, but
could not go back to
a lot.
That. We've got some weekend plans to do, and we've got Betty Rock's story. You want to just do weekend plans?
Yeah.
All right. Weekend plans. Everyone's got on weekend plans.
We gotta do birthdays too.
Yep. Like supposed to be a kind of not a great weekend. It's supposed to be stormy here today.
It gets cold
so
tomorrow.
Betty Lou will be sleeping. Do you have anything else?
We may go see. I might go over to like my like friend's place, and we might watch a movie or something. I don't know. Grab dinner. I don't know.
Oh, so
but I'm definitely gonna sleep for sure. This week, I feel like I just haven't been able to catch up on my sleep.
This was a weird week. We came back from vacation, and it feels like we've been at work for 4 weeks. Like this, but the crazy thing is a lot of times we come back from vacation, we have all this just mass amounts of extra work after the show and piled up, and it really didn't feel that way. I actually got to do like normal life things this week, and I feel great. But I told my wife yesterday, I said, I'm tired. And she's like, well, it's because you work so early. I'm like, yeah, but you won't let me retire because you keep wanting to go to Disney, you crazy woman. Gavin, weekend plans.
Weekend plans. Haley's dad and grandpa came in yesterday.
Oh, that's fun.
That was a little bit of a surprise from 2 days ago.
Does her dad come in more than her mom?
Yeah, because he's retired.
Oh.
He retired from the police force.
Okay.
3 years ago or so. Runs what's it called? Not a thrift store. An antique store. So he does that, and then he was bringing up some stuff for us, and then her grandpa, who's obviously retired, just wanted to tag along. So they sleep on the couch when they visit.
That's interesting because I think if my daughter had to choose, even though she is a daddy's girl too, she goes to us for different things. But if she had to choose someone to come and spend time with her, it would be her mom every time. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all. But it would be her mom
every time. Like out of 10.
If it was always a choice between the two of us, she would take 9 times her mom and 1 time me when she needed me to buy things.
There is something interesting. I will say this though, to the woman on the show. Do you how close do you feel like you and your mom are? Because my Haley is probably best friends with her mom. Haley sounds like she would potentially say the same thing.
I talked with Haley. Haley and I went and got coffee. There are certain things, like there are great moments that my daughter and I have, and we share things that she doesn't with her mom. But like I said, I am so happy where you're at now as an adult, and that you guys talk every day.
Absolutely.
I love that, because when she was in college, she was a pain in the butt a little bit, my daughter. Like she was broody and moody, and she was going through some things, and like didn't really know like who she was, and it was hard to talk to. It was really frustrating, and I love seeing this version of her, the healthy version of her, and because she was like shutting like her mom out, and all her mom wanted to do was love her, and so now that they have that relationship and they talk every day, and she just texted me a little bit, hey, I know you're gonna have contract negotiations and stuff, I'm praying for you today, like just I'm like, I love this adult version of her, but I love that they have that kind of a best friend relationship. So to you, Betty, how you probably go to your parents for different things, I would think.
Yeah, I would say that I go to my mom more.
Sure.
Yeah.
But for my dad, like we have the same sense of humor.
Yeah.
And so if, with my mom, it's like when I answer the phone, I'm like, hey, Mom. But with my dad, it's usually dad answering the phone, saying something stupid and ridiculous.
Yeah.
Or me, vice versa, or quoting a line from a movie that we both love. Type thing. So it's different relationships. But I would say my mom is super patient and super can handle emotions better, whereas my dad just wants to fix it.
My daughter will go to my wife for that stuff, and then she'll come to me
for money,
for fixing things, or professional like advice, like, hey, how should I handle this situation at work or whatever. So she comes to me for that.
Does that feel good?
I love that. Yeah. And none of this bothers me. Like I'm glad that she has both of us for those reasons. And like she'll send me TikToks that she will not send her mom because they're dark. Hey. And I love that.
Sense of humor.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I love that.
Which is interesting because it's so interesting because you generally don't get the opposite storyline.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
And not ever, but frequently. Because the same thing for Haley and her parents. Her dad is the jokester. He's one of the funniest guys I know. It's one of those guys where if I make him laugh, it's like,
oh, wow. Yeah.
That means that was a funny joke.
Yeah.
But her mom is, I would say, one of the greatest leaders. She has a great, her spiritual walk is something that I think Haley got a lot of her faith from her mom. But she is funny, and it's funny because she is conscientious of it enough to be like, you guys laugh at Bill's jokes.
No.
And I try to my hardest to be like, man, she's so funny too. But I know that there's like a structure that you almost run into with dads and moms too.
It's weird. Like I had the same, Marty gave me the question yesterday. What do you want to do this weekend? Ugh. I'm like,
that's rough.
It's hard because I'm like, the things I want to do are not going to involve you, like I want to spend time playing my guitar this weekend. I want to spend time like playing my video games. And the cool thing is she doesn't care. Yeah. Like she's amazing with it. She's like, go do it.
I don't want to spend time with you.
Yeah,
either.
That's how she reads 53 books. We don't talk. No, but like, so she's great about that. But then I like doing things with her. So I said, hey, are there any like expos in town? I'm like, is there like an RV expo? I like to go to things like that.
I like RVs.
That I'm not going to buy, and I know I'm not, but it's just fun. It's different, and there wasn't anything really in town. So it's like, I don't want to just, I don't know. I don't want to go shopping because I hate that, because then you just spend money for no reason.
You didn't need to.
No, because we have everything we need.
You didn't wake up needing or wanting that shirt.
You're trying to get rid of stuff.
Exactly. She has done a great job purging our house. Like she is killing it.
Does she purge and replenish?
She replenishes slower than I do.
Okay.
She purges, and she's really good about it. I'm like, oh, good. I got 4 new hangers up there. Let's go to Marshall's. Mm-hmm. And so I'm the worst about that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have any plans.
There is a difference though between what do you want to do and what should we do.
Right. Yeah. What we would do, and then because I have things I want to do. So then part of me is like, I know she's gonna go away in 2 weeks, I think. Oh. No, not in general. One day she's gonna die. No, she's gonna go away in a few weeks. And I'll put off some of the things to that so that I don't like take time away from her here. I did make a divorce joke in our prayer huddle the other day.
Oh my God!
I did make a divorce joke, and as I thought about it too, I'm like, because I don't know everybody's story here. I'm like, oh, I wonder, like somebody that could have landed wrong with them.
See, that's what I don't understand, how that thought doesn't hit you before.
It's an afterthought, absolutely, because the joke is the bigger thing.
That's who he is.
That's who I am. Again, and we've come full circle.
Hey,
thank you, Gavin.
Perfect.
Birthdays, Betty. Happy birthday from all of us and you. Wish you the birthday so we can party too.
Let's see if there's a kid.
John wants to wish Natalie a happy birthday. She's celebrating tomorrow.
Nats.
He said, my wife Natalie deserves the shoutiest of shout-outs for being the best wife and mom on the planet. A bold claim, I know, but she does it all and looks good doing it.
Kind of like an elf version. World's best wife! Congratulations! There you go.
John asked, what's the best place you have ever visited? Graceland.
Hawaii.
Oh, wow. You answered that fast. You guys both answered that fast.
But I liked Alaska too, but Graceland. Because it was where
so sentimental.
My first love walked.
Yeah.
91.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 91.
Do they have the toilet he died on like there?
Okay, what was your favorite place?
I don't know.
I've been around.
I've been lucky enough to travel a whole bunch. They're all different reasons that I like them, but I mean, my most recent thing was Ireland. I loved Ireland, where I could go back. The people there, I really enjoyed.
That.
I know. I wish you had gone, but I understand the cost. But I really wish you had gone because we had a good time.
Yeah.
Maybe next time we go somewhere, you'll go with us because we do it upright. We do it upright. Yep. All right. Well, that's gonna have to do it for your Aftercast. And as always, thanks for being a potty.